Okay. Hi guys, welcome to lesson 5C, line of best fit. Now you will notice that this worksheet looks very similar to the last one because like I said during the last one, our focus during 5B was simply to plot the points. Here, we are not only going to draw the line of best fit, but we're also going to come up with the equation of it. So, let's do it. So, based on the first question, we see that, let me just quickly plot these points so we have some points to work with. So, 350, would be, let's see if I can make both fit in one screen. I'm going to try. That's the best I can get it. But 350, so 350, that's one of my points. 9, 190, 9 and 190 here-ish. 7, 170, 7 and 170 about there-ish. 10, 185, 10 and 185, which is about here-ish. So you can see here I'm just approximating because these points are so close. 7 and 165, 7 and 165, which is about right there-ish. Whoops. Right there. And then 19 and 245. 19 and 245. 19, 18, 19. So about there. Okay, so if I look at that, okay, and try to draw the line of best fit, I need to see, so let's say maybe like right there, picture each of those points as a magnet, okay, so it's going to pull this line one way or another. So I'm going to try to pull it more this way. Do you think that's about even? So this magnet pulls it a little bit here. If this point down here was not there, then I could say it's more like that. But there is that point there, so it's pulling it more towards it. So I'm guessing that's our line of best fit. Okay. Now, to come up with the equation. So here we're going to have to do a lot of approximations, okay? So which means I would probably expect very different answers from everybody, but similar at the same time, if that makes any sense at all. But I know I need the slope. Okay, so I know the slope should go here, x plus, and then my y-intercept, which is where I start. So I'm going to put the word start here. So where it crosses the y-axis, okay? And then here would be my slope. So, what would be my equation in this case? Equation of the green line. So if I were to look at this green line, where does it roughly start? Ooh, that's hard to tell, isn't it? Let's say 45-ish. So roughly 45. What's my slope? So if I want to get from this point to say, you can pick any point you want. I'm going to pick this point here. Okay. So and then, maybe I should have not used red for that. Yeah, let me just change the color. Okay, so sorry, let's backtrack. So where did I roughly start? At 45. Okay. Now I want to find the slope. I want to find the slope. So what's the pattern? What's my slope in terms of rise over run to get to the green line again? Now, it doesn't matter which point I pick. No, but let's pick something that might be easy. So this looks like a good point to use right there. So I want to know from this point, how far up would I go? So from 45 to 100. So from 45 to 100, I'm going up roughly from 45 to 100. 45 to 100. What's 100 minus 45? Roughly 55. Okay, so which means my slope is 55 over, now how far do I run across? Well, I run across roughly, I don't know, it looks like maybe a 4.5, maybe a 5. Do you think that's about 5? It's close. It's pretty close, so we'll say 55 over 5. And we're done. Okay? Now some of you might notice, wait, 55 divided by 5 is 11. Can I put it as 11x plus 45? You certainly can. But for the sake of this worksheet, you can leave it as 55 over 5. Now, Would that make sense? That means from here, I would go up another 55. So 55 over 5. So 5 plus 5 is about 10. Yeah, 55 over 5. 55 over 5. Okay? Awesome. Now, just got to give you a word of caution, and that's this question right here. Okay. Now, just a reminder from grade school. Do you remember what the squiggly line means? This means that I'm skipping a bunch of numbers between 1 and 8. Okay. Now, if I were to draw a line that crosses through that, right, that means it could cross anywhere between 1 and 8. So you have to use your common sense a little bit to figure out where that line would cross. So what do I mean by that? I mean that if you were to plot all these points, right, okay, and all your points are up here, and it does indeed cross there, okay, then that means you need to double check your points of your points, okay? Same thing with the one down here. Same thing with the ones down here. Chances are the line's going to be up here, and it should not come all the way down to where that little squiggly line is. Okay. Alright, so if there's any questions, please post under math questions, and I'll answer as soon as I can.